Very good evening, everyone. I am Gaurav Kumar Jain, and I welcome you to this beautiful channel named Geeks for Geek School. I would also like to welcome all the students who have joined in through my channel named Gaurav Kumar Jain. Thank you very much, first of all, for joining me at this time, and we are going to learn a very amazing app today. That's called the T-Rex app. It's a T-Rex game. It's a very beautiful game, and I know you all must have played it, at some point of the time or the other. Besides that, before diving in into the Scratch platform, I would like to tell you about the course which Geeks for Geeks has come up with. So it's a course which is based on App Lab, and that's the URL with the help of which you can access the web page where all the information related to this course is given. If you are not able to see it from here, you can just check out the description section where along with this URL of the web page, a promo code is also given using which you can avail a very good discount on the total fee of this course. Right. Then when you will come on this page, you can get all the information related to this course we have come up with recently. So in this course we will teach you how can you develop mobile applications. You will learn about the different components of UI is for user interface. Then we'll teach you how can you design UI for an app. Then you will learn how to make your app more interactive by adding code, by adding different codes to the front end. Then we will teach you how can you develop multi-screen applications, and there will be many more things in the course. Alright, if you want to check out this syllabus, you can click on this tab present right in the bottom of this web page, and you will be redirected on a PDF file in which you will see all the topics that will be covered in this course. Right, let me just show you that PDF file. So this is the one. So these are all the topics that will be covered in the course. Right, so there are 18 different topics we will be covering, and you are going to gain a very good experience. We'll be teaching you many more things in this course, right? And if you want to enjoy this course, if you want to avail this course, you are most welcome to do that. Seats are limited, let me tell you that. So please book your seats as soon as possible. Please book your seat as soon as possible, right? So that you can enjoy this course, enjoy this beautiful course. And we have done a lot of hard work on this course, and don't worry, you are going to gain a lot of things. You're going to get a very good knowledge about app development once you once you'll start taking the classes. In case you want to get in touch with one of our executives, you can dial the toll-free number. You can easily find it on the Geeks for Geeks main website, right? And if you want to avail some other course, like you want to do Python or Java or anything related to that object-oriented programming language, you're most welcome to contact us, get in touch with us, and we will entertain you in the best possible way. Right, so let's move on to the topic for which we all are here. So today we guys will be developing a T-Rex game, right, on T-Rex like game on Scratch. So how to access the Scratch platform? You just have to put Scratch Online 3.0 like this, and right on the top in this on this web page you will be able to see the hyperlink with which you can get yourself redirected to the online platform of Scratch. And before starting with the project, I would like to tell you, please like and share this video in your groups so that more and more students can come and join this tutorial and enjoy these free online coding classes we guys are providing on two channels, which is one is Geeks for Geek School and the second one is Gaurav Kumar Jain. Right, and thanks in advance for all the efforts, for all the hard work that you're doing, and thanks for following us, thanks for liking the video, and thanks for sharing it. Okay, so that's the Scratch environment which is visible to you right now. I don't want this sprite, so I'm eliminating it for now. So the first thing that I need is a very beautiful background. For doing that, for getting it, I'm going to make use of the sprites backdrop library. How to access that backdrop library? We can come down over here, and when you'll click on this backdrop option, it will redirect you to the library, to the inbuilt library, which is by default present on the Scratch platform, where you can find different kind of uh, backdrops you can use for your game. So from here, which one can we use? That's what I am searching for. uh, I haven't made use of this one yet, so let's use this urban. I think it is going to give a good look to my project. Yes, that's better, that's looking great. Now we need a sprite which we can move on this playground. So for doing that, for defining a sprite, we can come down over here, and using this choose a sprite option, we can get ourselves redirected to the sprites library of Scratch. Now from here we are going to select uh, a relevant sprite. Let me just check out which one can we select, and based on the background, I have to select the sprite based on the background. It should look good on the background which I have defined. How about this one? No, this one is not looking cool, and this is also good, but it's not going to look good on the background which I have defined recently on the playground. Let me see if I can get some more good image, some more good sprites over here. There are a lot of sprites I'm able to see over here in the sprites library of Scratch, and they all are amazing, right? No, not this one, it's not going to work. How about this wizard? No, wizard is not going to work. Let me see if I can get something from the top. This one is looking good, but okay, I think this is going to work. Let's select this one. Okay, so as you can see, the sprite is right now visible to us on the playground. Now if you want to change the size of this sprite, you can simply come down over here in this properties section, and you can uh, put a number smaller than 100. So let's go for 80. I think it will do. No, 80 is how about 68? I think 68 is much better. Yes, it's looking better. Now we can, besides this, I need a coronavirus kind of thing. So let's do one thing. Let's come on google.com and search for a coronavirus image. So for doing that, we can put something like this, coronavirus clip art, and that's what it will redirect us to. So we need to come on this images section, and from here we can select the relevant image. I think this is going to look good. No, that's not the one, that's not the kind of image I'm looking for. How about this one? This one is looking good, and I think this one is going to look amazing on the kind of background I have defined on the playground. Let's copy this image, and I would like to first paste it on that paint softwares window, and let's after that eliminate the white background which is currently visible to us over here. Okay, now let me paste it over here, and need to reduce the size of this window first. Yes, better. Let's now take out this part of this image, and I would like to now reduce the size of this window. That is great. Let's save it with a unique name on the desktop. So I am saving it with this name, virus. And for removing the background, we can make use of remove.bg website. Right, you guys know it very well, I know that. And I would like to see if I have anything to answer in the comment section. If you have any queries, let me know in the comment section, please. So it is remove.bg that we guys will be using for removing the background and making the image, defining a transparent background for this image. Now the students who are new and who do not know about the this remove.bg site, they can just see it now, how it works and how can we remove the background. Okay, so there's no question I'm able to see in the comments box. I hope you guys are able to understand everything. That is the reason till now there is no question. Okay, so now it's an image with a transparent background. Let me just save it with a unique name on the desktop. So I'm saving it with virus2, right? And let's now come on this Scratch platform and import that virus image over here. So how can we do that? We can simply come down and click on this choose a sprite option, and that's not choose a sprite option, but this one, upload sprite option, and it will redirect us to one of the location of our computer. It is going to take some time, but yes. So that's the one which I just created. Let's hit this open button for importing it on this platform. So the size of this image is a bit big, right? It's quite large as in comparison to this first sprite. So let's reduce the size to 30. I think 30 is going to look good. Yes, it is, and I'm putting it over here perfectly fine. Okay, so when the game will start, I would like to see this girl over here at this position. So let's first select this girl's image and start defining the code which is required for this first sprite we have defined on this playground. So we'll start with this very famous block, when flag is clicked. So because it's an event driven programming, you guys very well know about it. So that's the reason I've defined this event. So when this event will take place, what should happen? That's what we have to define now. So I would like to see this girl over here at this position. How can we do that? We can make use of this go to XY position. Right, now suppose if the girl is somewhere over here. So when the user will restart the game, she will come back at the position where the user has defined it initially. Okay, so it will come back on its initial position. Okay, now let's come on this control section, and we need the forever loop for repeating the execution of a set of statements that we will be defining now inside this forever block. Let's go with this if control statement first. Now when the spacebar key will be pressed, what should happen? So I would like this girl to jump. How can we make her jump? Now that's what we have to think. But first of all, we need to drop this key space pressed over here inside this if control statement. So when the spacebar key will be pressed, now let's make this game first interactive. So I would like to add a sound to this. We can make use of this start sound block, right? And then we need to come on this motion section because we want to see this girl jumping, right? So it has to go till one point in the upward direction, and after that it should return back, it should start coming back, and as soon as it touches the point where she is standing right now, it should stop at that point. Now that's what the code. For this we have to define the code now. So the best way is we can make use of this gliding block. We can put it over here, and after 0.4 second I would like to see it, in just 0.4 second I would like to see it reaching to I hope this much height is perfectly fine. So let's make it minus 169 because we want to see it going upwards, not downwards. That is the reason minus 169 over here, and here we have to define a positive value because I want to see it going upwards, right? Similarly, we can just copy this whole code and put it over here. Now after 0.2 second, what should happen? So minus 169, and what is the initial position? Let me just check the initial position. It is okay, minus, just a second, the initial position of this sprite is minus 180 minus 98. Okay, so I think this one should be minus 180, and here it can be 10. Let me just see first what is the output we will get with the help of the code which I have defined till now over here. So I have started the game, and if I'll press the spacebar key, I'm able to see it going up, but it is not coming down. I need to it needs to come back also, right? So we need to add this block also over here. I want to see it coming back, and it should again come to the initial position. So that's how I think we can do it. Now if you'll hit the spacebar key, so that's how we can make this girl jump again and again and again and again, right? And as you can see, the Y position over here is changing as it is going upwards, and while it is this girl is coming downwards, this Y position is the only thing which is getting affected. The movement is taking place along y-axis only, right? The movement is not taking place along x-axis, so that is the reason the value of x is not changing. So let me just see if I have any queries to answer before moving to the next part. Downwards, this y position. Okay, so Komal Pandey, hello dear, I hope you are enjoying this lecture. Thank you very much first of all for joining me at this time, and please be there till the end of this lecture. In case you come across any issue, you guys can let me know about the same. Put your issues in the comment section so that I can check it out and reply to all your queries. Hello Panemayam, Siluvai, what you are not able to see here, everything is properly visible. Can you please let me know what is the exact thing you're not able to see? Because the window is very much clear, right? Okay, let's move to the next step. Now, if this girl at any point of time will touch this coronavirus, what should happen? So let's define a code which can keep a check on the collision part. For that, what we can do, we can simply come on this control section, and we guys can make use of this if control statement. Right, and here we need to come down in the sensing part, and let's make use of this touching block. So if the girl touches this coronavirus at any point of time, then everything should stop. How can we stop everything? By using this block. We can put it over here inside this if control statement, which will help us in stopping everything, whatever is there on this playground right now. Okay, now let's so that's the code which you can define for this girl. Right, now I would like to define some more code for this girl, but first of all we have to think about what exactly we want this girl to do for us. Right, so we are able to now make her jump. Right, we are able to make her jump. What else we would like her to do for us? Now that's what is the question. So let's do one thing. For that, for the second part, we can make use of this forever loop. Let's first place this forever loop over here. Now if suppose the user will not hit this spacebar key, then what should happen? Let me just show you first the costumes, all the costumes which are there for this girl in this costume section with us. So we need to come on this costume section first. This is the costume section. So if I will change the costume, see, if I will change the costume, you can see the girl moving. Right, we are able to see the girl moving. So now if while the game is running, if I want to see the same view, if I want to see this girl moving while the game is on, so we need to define a code with the help of which we can change the costumes. Right, we can change the costumes again and again. That's what the code, that's what is the thing which can help us in just a second. I think that will help us in just give me a short moment. Yeah, now it is fine. So that's what is the thing, that's what is the code which will give us, which will with which we can see this girl moving. Right, now that is the code which we need to define now over here inside this forever block. So what we can do, we can simply make use of this if control statement. We can place it over here first. Right, and then we can use this not operator, which you can easily find in this operator section. I'm putting it over here, and let's come on this sensing block, sensing section, and I don't want to use this. I want to use the spacebar key pressed. Yeah, so if the spacebar key will not be pressed, then what should happen? So what should happen? Switch to costume. Switch, where is that switch to costume? Yeah, this is the one. So switch costume to, so the first costume that should be visible to the user should be walking A. Then after some time, it should not be more than 0.1 or 0.2 second. Okay, because I don't want to see it moving. I don't want to see this girl moving slowly. I want to see it moving like the way we see in the GIF images or movies. In the same way, I want to see this girl also moving. So for doing that, see, if you'll put a wait of 1 second or more, definitely you will not get the correct output. You will not get the desired output. However, if you'll put let me just do one thing. Let me show you what is going to happen if I'll put a wait of 1 second. Fine, and after that I'm going to make the required changes. So I'm copying this whole thing and putting it over here again, and after 1 second the costume should change to B, Then after that the costume should change to C, and after that the costume should change to D. Right, let's now see if I'll run this game what will happen. So we'll see the costume changing, but just a second, we're not able to see it changing. I think we haven't defined that when flag is clicked block for this forever loop. That is the reason we are not able to see this girl moving. We need to link this when flag is clicked with everything over here we have defined. I think now we'll be able to see the output. Okay, let's hit this flag button. We are able to see this girl moving, but you know the costumes, the time is the costumes are changing after 1 second, right? So that's the reason the kind of output we are getting is not proper. If you want to see, if you want to get a proper output, what you can do, you can reduce the time to minus point, I think 1.3 is going to be a good option. Let's see what is going to happen if I'll define 0.13 over here. It should be 0.13 because I want to see a flawless movement like this. See, so if you'll reduce the time, definitely you will get this kind of output which you are able to see right now on your screens. Okay, so we are done with defining the whole code which we require for this girl sprite. Now we have to define the code for the virus sprite that we have placed over here at this point. So for that we need to first select this virus, okay, the coronavirus, and then we can come up over here. Let's make use of this when the flag is clicked block. Right, now before defining the code, let me just declare a variable also. So that's the option we can use for creating a new variable. So score is the name of the variable, score is the name I'm giving to this variable. Okay, done with that. So I would like to first set the value of score equal to 0. That's how we can do it, right? And now because I want to see this coronavirus in the beginning over here at this point, so we can simply make use of this go to xy block and we can place it over here. Now let's come on this control section and let's make use of this forever block, and I'm putting it over here. So I would like to now whatever code now I would like to now define a code which I would like this platform to execute forever till the time is in running mode. So the first thing I would like to do is I would like to put a wait of, I think 0.18 second will be a good option. Yeah, then we can, I would like to create clones of this virus sprite. How can we create the clones? Now that's what we have to see. We can come down over here in this event section, and here you'll find, where is that clone option? I'm not able to see it over here. When this sprite is clicked, loudness, receive. Okay, this is the one. Sorry, you can find it in the control section, not in the event section. Okay, you can put it over here like this. So a clone of this virus is going to get created. Now when the clone will be created, what should happen? So we need to first put this block over here when I start as a clone. Then at that time what should happen? I want to see it I want to see it moving from this point to this point. I want to see it gliding from this point to this point. Right? It should appear to the user as if it is coming towards this girl. So the best thing we can use for getting that kind of output is this gliding block. We can place it over here. Let me just change it to I think 1 second also is a good option, but one is going to be a very, it will move very fast if we'll define one over here. But no problem, we'll make the changes afterwards. Let's see what is this one going to give us as a result. So I would like to see it coming towards this girl, and let's define some value over here. And for this y point also, I think minus 150 is going to be a good option. Yes, so once it reaches at this point, what should happen? First of all, I would like to show you, if I'll run this code, then what is the output we'll get. So now that's what the output you will get, but 1 second, as I've told you, is very less. Let's make it 2 second. I think 2 second is going to be a good option. Let me see what is the output we'll get with the help of this, with this 2 seconds. Perfectly fine, it's perfect, right? It's perfect. The speed is perfect, with which the virus is now moving towards the girl. Now after that, what we can do, we can come on this control section, and let's make use of this delete this clone, because I don't want to see more than one clone coming towards the girl. Just a second. Yeah, now it is perfectly fine, I think. Let me just run it one more time. Okay, no problem, we'll fix it, we'll fix the error, don't worry. Okay, now let's add this when the flag is clicked over here. So when the flag will be clicked, what should happen? Let's add this forever block with this when the flag is clicked, and then I would like this virus to turn with some degrees, because I want to see it rotating. Okay, so that's why I'm adding this code over here. I'm adding this block over here, and let's put a wait also inside this forever loop, so that we can get the actual output which we want to. We can get the actual thing that we want to see over here on this playground. Okay, now let's see what are we going to get from this code which I have defined over here. So I need to run this game again. Okay, so I'm able to see the output like this. Now the viruses are coming. That is great, absolutely perfect. Okay, now when I start as a clone, again I have to make use of this block. I'm putting it over here. Now what should happen? We need to copy this entire code, and I need to place it inside this when I start as a clone. Now let's see what is going to happen. Okay, so we are able to see all the sprites now rotating. They are now looking amazing, isn't it? So that's how you can make the sprites move from one point to the other point. Now before we move to the next step, let me see if I have any queries to answer in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to the previous lectures also, you guys are most welcome to put the same in the comment box, so that I can check them and I can resolve all your issues, whatever you have in whatever you came across earlier. And thank you very much, first of all, for liking this video, for sharing the videos in your groups. So who all have joined in on my channel? Carl Gamer, you seems to be a big fan of gaming, right? Okay, then who else is there? Hanush Dara. Hello dear. Nikunj Deshwal, thank you very much. Yes, I hit 2000 subscribers today. I have completed 4 lakh hours watch time. That's great. I didn't check that, dear. Thank you very much for informing that. Okay, you're asking me that whether I've completed 4 lakh watch time or not. No, I think I haven't yet completed the 4 lakh 4 lakh hours watch time. But definitely very soon, with the help of your support, I will be able to achieve the heights and achieve what I have in my mind. Okay, so Prabodh Sinha, hello dear, I hope you are enjoying this lecture. I'm explaining everything. If you are not able to understand anything, please let me know in the comment box. You have to put your queries in the comment box, then only I'll be able to answer those queries. Fine, whatever I am defining over here, whatever codes I've defined over here till now, if you don't know about any block which I've used till now, so what you can do, you can refer to the previous videos which I've posted on this channel. Is there any other issue? Is there any other thing you want to ask from me? If there is any, please do put it in the comment box. Right? Okay. Let's again come over here right on the top. So we have defined this variable for keeping a check on the score part. Now how the score will increment, that's what we have to see. So what we can do, we can, every time this sprite, this corona sprite will reach at this point minus 237 minus 150, so at that time the score should increment, it should change by 1. Now that's how we can code the score part, right? Let's now see how this game is going to look on a bigger window. So I am hitting this go button. Fine, just give me a short moment. Let me see why I'm able to, why these clones are not getting deleted. I've written this delete this clone over here. Now why is it not deleting the clone? That's what we have to see. If I'll change this one, so it is 0.01 right now, that is perfectly fine. Okay, forever create clones. So after every 0.18 seconds, this clone will get created. So if I'll increase the time over here, then what will happen? Let's check it out. So if after every 2 seconds I would like this code to create a new clone for me, so let's see what is the kind of output we are going to get. So let's hit this go button first. So right now there is only one clone. Okay, I think now we are getting the correct output. Perfect, the score is also incrementing. See how beautiful the game is looking. Perfect, right? So that's how you can develop this beautiful T-Rex kind of game. It's looking amazing and I'm really enjoying it, right? And the score is 5, is all the things now over here have stopped moving just because this girl over here just touched that virus. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one a lot. Let me, before ending this lecture, show you the entire code I have defined for the girl in this virus over here. So that's the code which I have defined for this girl. Let me increase the size of this window so that the code can be more visible to every one of you. So that's the code for this girl, right? And this is the second part of the code. Okay, and now let's come on this viruses code. So that's the first part. that's the second part, that's the third part, and that's the fourth part. Right? Okay, now before ending this lecture, I would like to again tell you about this amazing course which Geeks for Geeks has come up with. For finding out the link of the web page on which the course details are given, you can visit the description section. You can find the link of this web page over there. There you can find a promo code also over there in the description section, using which you are going to get a very good discount on the total course fee. Okay, so once you're there on this web page, you can check out the syllabus and everything whatever you will be taught in this course. So you can come on this tab, click on this, and you will be redirected on a PDF file where in which you will see all the topics that will be covered in this course written. Fine, let me just show you the entire PDF file, what all things we will be covering in this course. So we have done a lot of hard work on this course, and don't worry, you will not regret right for anything. So these are the course details. So we have this introduction to apps, then exploring apps, exploring input and output in apps, then introduction to designing of applications, where you will be taught how can you design the user interface, UI of the app. Then introduction to programming, then debugging the code, how can you debug the code, how can you play with the variables, explore the variables, right? So these are some of the apps that you will be creating in the course, and investigating variables, then practicing variables, right? All these things you will be